everyone, Kieran here from Scottish Lad Darts channel and welcome back. In today's review I'm going to be reviewing the Target Phil Taylor Gen 10s. Not the greatest photo here, you get them, see them better in the close up. £102.95 retail, very expensive, but you are paying for the greatest of all times Generation 10 darts by Target. It comes supplied with the Gen 10 stems and short and the Vapor S Phil Taylor flights. The flights Phil Taylor actually uses, and I'll never understand how he can use them. I suppose years of using them does certainly help his case. Now, I've got the 24-gram model here, so I'll be reviewing the 24, but like I do, well, have been doing recently in all the reviews, I've been giving the dimensions for all the available steel tip weights. If you want me to start including soft tip weights for any of you soft tip players, do let me know in the comments. But without further ado, folks, let's crack on with the review. Right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we've got the Phil Taylor Generation 10 set up with the supply setup right in front of us. They come with the 26mm diamond Swiss points. Got some, what looks like pairs of trousers on the way round. The main part of the grip, which I'll get into in the close-up section. Some textured looking grip, some nice looking engraving. We've got a grip on the stem. The Generation 10 stem, I have to say that. Then we've got the Target Vapor S flights. Now, I've got the 24-gram model in front of me, so let's get a close-up look to the grip if we can. As you can see there, we have the G10 Taylors. Stunning looking dart. Now, the 26mm diamond Swiss point, best point for Swiss points that actually stick in the board in my opinion. We've got the front section here, which, as I said, looks like we say pairs of trousers, but it's got a decent level feel to it. It's not a lot of grip, but it does have a decent feel. It'd be great for getting something for resting your finger on. We've got a micro ring cut, quite closely cut together as you can see there. All in all, that grip there, this section where I'm holding, probably level 2.5. And the main part of the grip here is, as you can see, we've got some twin ring grip with lateral cuts through a couple sections each side. The grippiest part is that part right there, and it's the perfect balance point to actually grip this dart, as you can imagine, round about their Phil Taylor grips. All in all, I'm going to give them a 2.5 to a 3 on a scale of 1 to 5. 2.5 is simply because I'm a rear gripper, not a lot of grip there, but if you're a front to middle gripper, it's probably a level 3 grip on a scale of 1 to 5. You get that wee bit of grip on the stems, but honestly it's not a lot. It's going to be more suited to your front to middle grippers. The G10 stems, as you can see, your generic Phil Taylor setup, the Vapor S flights. Now, I will point out, there is a few wee gripping marks already. I have only thrown them for around 20 minutes. But let's get zoomed back out and we'll get you the dimensions for the Gen 10s. Now, the barrel length from here, where the point meets the barrel, to here where the stems meets the barrel, is 41mm for the 24-gram. It's the same for the 22-gram. The 26-gram is slightly different at 42mm. The width at the widest point for the 24-gram is 7.65mm. So I've gave you the dimensions, etc. They're 95% tungsten. Now for the close-up look of what you're getting, the quality of the tungsten obviously is 95%. The level of machining that's went into the dart, the price point is £102.95, which we have come to expect for the higher end Target players. For example, Phil Taylor, Raymond van Barneveld, you know, the general high World Championship class players. But I've given you all the necessary information of the Phil Taylor Gen 10s. Let's get them over to the board and we'll see how I got on with them. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Throwing section for the Phil Taylor Generation 10. I will not be using the supplied setup. I have changed to the L-style setup I have been using. Might fly a wee bit better because the stems and flights that come with the Taylors just don't work for me. Let's crack on with it. Already they're flying the way I'd like them, and that is without the normal stems and flights. Flying straight through the air with the dip just at the end, like you'd expect a dart to go. Now, me being a rear grip of that grip, almost feels smooth. You can feel there's a texture. There's not an awful lot of grip, unfortunately. Well, right, so what we're going to do now is we'll do some checkouts since we've warmed up a wee bit. So let's start off with a 65. At least it's 20, but we're not going to go for that. Obviously, we'll just try to do it 2 visits, 1 visit. So let's try 79, 76, 56. Sets it up with top if I was to come back. But as it stands, rear grip, you're not getting a lot of grip there, unfortunately. Middle to front grippers, you're getting a decent level of grip there because that is where the main part of the grip is on these. Now I will have a visit or 2 thrown from there to see how we go, but as a rear grip I thought I'd try rear gripping first. So let's move on to the twin ring micro ring section. So just a wee bit front of centre. Let's see how we got on. Now when I'm doing this I feel like I'm needing to spin it. It could just be a me issue, but I'm feeling like when I'm pulling back that I feel the need to spin because I'm throwing from somewhere unnatural. And then the grip on the nose, it's pretty much just cosmetic. I don't think it's going to add much value. We'll try a visit from there anyway. That was me going for 20s holding that section. Yeah, definitely not going to work for me as a front gripper, but we'll try the rear again because that's where it felt most comfortable for me. We'll try and get a decent score in, try and get free into the bull, then we'll go get wrapped up. .43. Right, we'll have a go at the bulls like we usually do. So let's try that. Free into the bull's eye. I'd be happy with 1. Nah, we're not having that. I need to try again with the tailors because I always like tailored darts. I know I just can't throw them. But let's try again with the bull's eyes. Oh. Got 1 in the 25 there, so we'll take that. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I get the bull. We'll start, as you can see there. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let's go get wrapped up. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was my review of the Target full tailored G10s. I'll put a picture on the screen just now rather than me going like this all the time so it doesn't focus up. But definite disappointed with the rear grip. I mean, I know it's like a texture, maybe a texture thing, and it just feels almost like a smooth dart. I mean, the sandblasting certainly does help a little bit, but it does still feel pretty smooth. But obviously, middle section of the dart is where the grip is at. So all in all, grip level of 2.5, pushing to a 3, and I'll explain that. The 2.5 is for the rear grip and the grip on the nose. There's not a lot of grip on there. Now the 3 is for where the priority grip is. So the twin rings with the lateral cuts, like you've seen in the close-up section, that is where the majority of the grip is. It's also the balance point on this dart with this setup, including the flight. So that is the ideal place to throw it. Obviously, I can't do that. Being a rear gripper, I grip like this. So doing that takes me like this, and it feels very uncomfortable for me. And that's how I throw. But what do you think of the Phil Taylor Generation 10 in the comment sections? Do let me know. Not my favourite by a far way. Definitely not my favourite Target Phil Taylor dart. I have been working on very slowly, working my way through slowly because I've been throwing all the tailors again just to get a feel and to remind myself of why I like these sets, why I didn't like these sets. It's just a fun way for me to experiment using the tailored darts. But let me know your thoughts on the Gen 10 in the comments. Also let me know your favourite Phil Taylor dart from whatever manufacturer he was with. So Data Dart, Unicorn, Target, do let me know in the comments down below. Thanks everybody for taking the time to watch the video. Stay safe out there, and of course, keep on darting.